Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. Last time we started making our way through our first, I guess we'll call it open dungeon of the game. We fought our first enemies, we got some abilities, we did all kinds of fun stuff, and these guys are, I'm not really sure if they're useful or not yet, because I haven't really seen them do much. I've been too focused on trying to get a handle on the combat. Not that the combat's hard to get a handle on, it's just, well, obviously, it's new. So, let's move along. Oh, can't go that way. Anything in here? No. Okay, up the ladder we go. Oh, we got some goblins down there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, any other ones over here? All right, let's see if we remember how combat works.
Watch out, my lord. Some of their number of spell slings.
Oh, wow, cool. Oh man, the combat in this game is so slick. Ah, we got a Goblin Weaver. Jump, jump, jump. Parry. Use square just as an opponent attacks to parry the strike, temporarily slowing time and leaving the opponent open to counter. Wow, 27 ability points, 18 experience. Good stuff. Looks like we took a hit there. Ah, it looks like we got an item in there. Oh, okay. You can't hold R2 until the thing actually shows up. Okay, we got a potion. So we got 4 potions. We got 2 high potions. Good stuff. Yeah, if you're watching this and you're not getting Stranger of Paradise vibes, I think it may be possible that you've never played Stranger of Paradise. Just the soundtrack alone, it's so good. Oh, we can't go over there. Okay. Let us move forward. Ah, a bridge and an item.
We should be nearing the old village square. It might not be a nest of goblins.
All right, let's see what we got here. We got a cutscene. Are we going to have our first little mini boss? Or actual boss encounter? Where we're going to get some kind of combat tutorial? Okay, so we're gonna...
Sneaky sots.
Sneaky sots.
My lord. I'm working on it.
Work on it faster.
He's the leader.
You might want to work on it faster, Discount Prompto.
But we'll have to take care of his followers first.
Wow, that's a deep horn for the size of it.
As if you have to ask.
Wow, man, you just brutalized him.
And there was one.
Let me guess, he's gonna call the big boy? Yep, he's calling a big boy. How predictable. Okay, tutorial. Formidable foes. Larger enemies must be faced with caution. They have far more HP than their smaller counterparts and will often use devastating abilities to overwhelm opponents. Use the Blessing of the Phoenix to not only deal considerable damage to these enemies, but also break their wills. Breaking an enemy's will can stagger it, leaving it unable to act and vulnerable to attacks. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot about our sub-menu with the Blessing of the Phoenix abilities. Oh, man.
Founder, that's a swing and a half. Be ready to move when it winds up for another.
Oh, we hit the wrong button. Partial stagger. Enemies will become partially staggered when their will gauge is reduced by 50%, creating a short opening in which combination attacks are easily landed. So basically, this is the answer to the Final Fantasy VII Remake pressured state. Ah! At least we got a swift recovery out of it. Yeah, there we go. Stagger. Hitting them while they're down. Completely reducing an enemy's will gauge will stagger it. Extra damage is dealt when an enemy is fully staggered, increasing with each strike landed. Oh, okay, cool. Up to a maximum of 150%. Okay, so they put a cap on it this time. I know in Final Fantasy 13 with some of the staggers, man, those things would go off the charts. The total amount of damage dealt during this time is displayed upon the enemy regaining its senses. Okay, so it basically just keeps a running tally of a subtotal, and then when the stagger ends, you see the total number. So you could potentially later in the game, I'm assuming, see some absolutely ridiculous numbers. Ah! Ah! All right, take down. Uh-oh. There we go. Get wrecked. Giga slain. Okay, not bad. 45 ability points. We got looks like almost 2 levels in that. Level 6. Okay, we gain 20 HP, 2 attack, 2 defense, 2 stagger, 2 strength, 2 vitality, and 2 will. Okay, so everything by 2. Battle rewards. Following important battles, a separate result screen will appear displaying battle performance and rewards. Rewards are based on performance and may include items, gear, ability points, and experience points. Okay, so we got some armlets. That's pretty good haul from that. We can get some abilities now. Nice face, bub. Yeah, very, very, very dark tone with this. This is a very, considerably darker tone than the standard Final Fantasy fare. And I love it. Absolutely love it. Gear and abilities. Gear can significantly improve player attributes, but only when equipped via the Gear tab in the main menu. Similarly, The right abilities can turn the tide of battle, but only if learned and mastered via the Abilities tab in the main menu. Mastering existing abilities as well as learning new ones requires ability points, which are earned in battle or by completing quests. Yes, we have discovered that. I really love the little pixel guys. It's so good. I love that they actually bothered to include it. Okay, plus 10 defense. Good stuff. It doesn't look like we're taking very much damage right now to begin with, but you know that could change very, very soon depending on how they did the scaling in this game. So let's get this. And I'm not really too concerned about taunt right now. Oh, I love how they use that enemy specifically. Okay, let's get that. And after we're done, we'll learn taunt. And then we can start being concerned with mastering the abilities. And I feel like we're probably going to have more. Given this ring on the outside, I'm assuming we're going to get more outer rings for these because I feel like we're going to get more than just Phoenix. I mean, we've seen Shiva, we've seen Ifrit. Good stuff. And I'll take this opportunity right now to plug, if you like this content so far, if you could do me a huge favor and make sure you slap the subscribe button, I would very, very much appreciate it. But only if you're enjoying the content. If you don't like it, no pressure, no obligation. And if you do like it, if you could make sure to slap the like button, because that really does help me out in the algorithm. And gets these videos out to more people potentially like you. So we can continue growing the channel, because we're just a little baby channel at the moment. But let's continue on our goblin chase. Oh my god, does he have a little goatee?
This ends now.
Uh-oh. 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 We got swamp monsters. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Resident Evil 4, is that you? No, it's a Marlboro. Oh, I wasn't expecting to see them here. I wasn't expecting to see Marlboros already. Not at the beginning of the game.
Keep clear of its maw, my lord. That thing's breath is
Oh, they're
worse than its
named
bite.
different. Moorball.
That reeks. I said stay away from its mouth.
Oh! I didn't even realize what was going on there. Shift! All right, takedown. Wow, 1,620 damage. Man, you're just going ham.
Where's it going? Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, there you are. No, 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 no. Wow. This is awesome. This is like they blended in God of War elements. Cinematic strike. When the screen flashes blue like this during a pivotal moment in battle, press square before time runs out to deliver a devastating blow. Wow, that's so cool. Oh man, this is like Final Fantasy meets Shadow of the Colossus.
Before
Oh! Oh, no, 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 get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. There we go, get that stagger. Okay, not as much damage there, but you know what? We're doing. I think we're doing not too bad.
You won't be gone for long.
Ah, looks like we're getting ready for another cinematic strike here. Oh no!
Cannot fall here.
Oh, cinematic evasion. When the screen flashes red like this during a pivotal moment in battle, press R1 before time runs out to evade the incoming attack. I like how it's a consistent button and they don't change it up.
Now for the final push, my lord.
Wow, 2,000 damage. Man, that's not bad. Whoa, 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 whoa. We didn't see that coming at all. Oh, get out, get out, get out. Oh my god, the combat is so good.
Rather we made it die.
It's so fluid feeling. Oh my god. Oh, get out, get out, get out. Gets power up a fire. Oh! There we go, got a stagger. Come on, we got this, we got this. Wow, 2,200 damage! I guess the regular attacks are the way to go in stagger. Alright, ability finish. More balls slain! Holy crap, that was fun! 70 ability points. Ability points? Man, what are you even talking about? Ability points. Got another level, so we're level 7 now. We got 30 HP, 2 attack, 2 defense, 2 stagger, 2 strength, 2 vitality, and 2 will. Cool. So I'm assuming for the first few levels... oh, no spoils. Just experience and ability points. I'm assuming for the first few levels it'll just be kind of a standard +2 to the stats until we get different levels, and then it'll start to get a little bit more varied. Kind of curious if the stat growth is constant, so you get the same stats every time.
I never thought I'd see it. Not just goblins in Rosaria, but morbles too. I'll petition His Grace to send a detachment.
Oh my god.
Stop them here, they'll
If
be
you
in
haven't
some
played this
war.
or you were on the fence about buying it, oh man, you need to get this. This is so good.
We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
The combat is so fluid. It's so intuitive. Holy crap. And I mean, that's just the, like, that's like our first, like, I guess, boss-ish. Kind of a tutorial, introduce us to cinematic strikes and cinematic evasions.
Damned blight.
And I mean, I know we're still at the beginning of the game. We have a lot more to go through, but man, is this good so far. if you are on the fence about getting it and you're not sure even based on the gameplay up to this point, you are doing yourself a disservice if you like action RPGs to like not play this. This is great. Okay, so we're on to our next destination, the Phoenix Gate. So let's see what this place has in store for us. You know, I feel like with the enemies and the combat in this, they took a lot of cues with the way they took the development of combat in Stranger of Paradise. Because the enemies go down a lot quicker in this, but the combat feels very similar.
Thousands of red eyes. No, wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. His lordship draws his sword. The goblin chief runs off screaming. Straight down on Marvel's gullet.
Yeah, they definitely captured the medieval feel here. This is like the stereotype of things you see in every like medieval movie that has like war. It's like Braveheart vibes.
The young lord has a bright future ahead of him.
One of these nights he may even deign to join us.
Stereotypical, heavily embellished stories.
Are you unwell?
No, Father. Just a little tired.
The kid's probably sitting there like, man, do these guys ever shut up?
They all like Clive, don't they?
Aye. Your brother will be a fine shield. We're all very proud of him.
Absolutely, man. You better be. We just took down a Moorball
Father,
at the beginning of a game.
why is it that the dominance is always born into our family?
Really interesting, though, that they
Doesn't
didn't,
seem fair.
that they changed the name from Marlborough, because that's kind of like
We cannot live.
that's kind of like the standard for this series. They've always been Marlborough, but
Their magic through us.
I mean, I don't really care. It's just an interesting it's like an interesting point for them to change.
Blessed, Joshua. Blessed to be adopted.
Because, like, I know a lot of people probably know, but it's worth mentioning. A lot of enemies in the games are based off of like mythological creatures and stuff and legends and whatever, like
So that is what we must
the
do.
Wendigo, Mandrakes, Manticores. Leviathan is like a biblical reference. Ifrit is comes from like Middle Eastern culture with like the jinn. So you have like all these references in there. So I don't know if I haven't necessarily looked into the Marlborough specifically, but I think I will, because I do have another video series in the works right now that I'm going to be adding to the channel. Not announcing it quite just yet, but I do have another series that I want to float and see if it catches on. So I'm going to do one and post it up and see if anybody's receptive to it. What I will say is that it focuses on monsters in video games. So we'll see how that goes. And I think Marlborough will be added to the list of certain particular things I want to look at. And I mean, even just regardless, I want to see what Moorball is a reference to.
Poor Jill.
And what would kind of necessitate that change. Because they kept the Gigas the same. They kept the goblins the same.
Being a fine hound.
But I mean, I guess it goes with just the universe that this is based in. They changed like your summons, what they're called, to icons. So, I mean, it's not really a big deal at all. It's just interesting point of note.
Feasts are the only time shields are allowed to take their ease, and I've never really been one for cakes and ale.
It's the vegetables I don't like.
Typical kid. Get your veggies while you can, though, kid. I'm really curious what that red dot is.
I hear you slew a Morble. All the men were singing your praises.
They never used to. When I joined the ranks, everyone thought I was a spoiled little lordling. If I didn't know how to handle a sword, I'd be a laughing stock. The Archduke's firstborn failure. You're the one they really believe in. I'm jealous.
That's not true. They don't believe in me. They believe in the power of the dominant.
My brother the Phoenix, ruler over life and death.
Uh-oh, don't get your hands on fire.
Fair. It should have been you. I don't have what it takes to lead our people.
Well, kid, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but
But you do.
Clive is the main character of the game, not you. But that main character of the game does not necessarily mean more important story role.
Ours was
Main
decided
character of the
long
game just
ago when
means
our ancestors chose to instate the dominant
focal point of the story.
Archduke of Rosaria.
Or not focal point, but focal perspective of the story.
Whenever our nation stood on a precipice, the Phoenix would rise from the flames to drag us back from the brink. The fate of Rosaria sits on the dominant shoulders. It is your duty to bear that burden.
What about you?
And okay, so I don't want to make up. I know it's kind of obvious if you've played a Plague Tale.
Given the Phoenix's blessing to keep our future rulers safe.
You can probably see all the medieval parallels because obviously I mean,
However hard it gets.
the medieval atmosphere is almost identical. But and I don't want to draw too many parallels because like it's a different developer, everything. But he reminds me a lot of Hugo because like they're both like the little kid. They're sick. They have like a certain supernatural power. In Joshua's case, he's the Phoenix dominant. In Hugo's case, he has the macula.
Go inside.
Is it the
It's
macula?
past my bedtime. Good night, Torgal.
I don't know, but he's got the ability. He's got the supernatural ability of the game of that universe. So completely different developer, probably completely unrelated. Most likely just entirely coincidental. But I think it's funny that like it's just that there's so many parallels between this and a few other games. I guess you could say this feels right now with the layout and the fact that I mean, if you take out the chocobos, and this is almost like if a Plague Tale was an RPG in the style of Dealfield Chronicle, that you got to run around fields in a Stranger of Paradise style. It's so cool. I'll shut up and stop fangirling. Don't worry. It's probably going to take me a little bit, though.
Sampling the wares, were you?
And as we go on, I'll probably fangirl even harder until we hit something that I really don't like. But even then, every single game has to have some flaws somewhere. Very rarely will you find a perfectly developed game. Oh man, that escalated quickly. Dang, that got dark. That's one thing you'll probably note as the Final Fantasy series was coming along over the years. You would never see blood in a Final Fantasy game until like the more recent titles, and this one I think has done it the most so far that I've seen. Stranger of Paradise was a little different because when the blood happened in that game, it crystallized. So it was almost like the life essence came out as a liquid and just crystallized and disappeared. So it was kind of different. Where this one is it's just you know exactly what it is. And it really does a lot to like jump up the maturity and the seriousness of the atmosphere. It makes things more it makes things feel more real and urgent. The fact that you have people that will actually bleed, because like in Final Fantasy, when characters got hit or taken out or something, it was always just a KO status, so they were just knocked out, and they would come to a little bit later. Where this is like, when you see stuff like that scene there, you actually see like, you know, animated blood in it. It really makes you feel a sense of like urgency and finality to the actions the characters take, which it does a lot to kind of make the atmosphere a little more serious than some of the other titles. Not that the other titles are like any more lighthearted because they don't have blood in it. It's just this gives it a much...
Forgive me, my prince. It's me, Wade. You probably don't remember me.
I would say a much greater sense of realism.
We're under attack. I don't know who they are, but they've set light to half the castle.
Aside from the fact that, you know, these people cast magic out of their hands and warp across the screen and have fire come out of their swords, but I'm sure you know what I mean.
Follow me, Your Highness.
Oh man, we're playing a Hugo segment. We're playing a Hugo sneaking segment. Oh man, let's go. Plague Tale Innocence. This is like a Plague Tale Part 3. At least he doesn't walk slow like Hugo. Oh wow. We're actually going to get to... Okay, he inherited our stats and our equipment. Okay, that's kind of cool. Notice there's no ability thing. It's just the journal with the system. So let's see what... Okay, so this is... We'll go through and read through this once we get a little bit later in the story, once we have enough to read through and actually make it, like, substantial.
Are the enemy already inside the castle?
I'm afraid...
Oh, he's got a cure spell! Oh, he's got a backstep. Nice to be able to just snap your own personal torch into existence. I'd love to have one of those. Whenever you need a torch, it's always dark. Or whenever it's dark and you need a torch.
Your Highness, he's not one of us.
Let me get my words back here. Whenever it gets super dark and you need a light, there never seems to be a flashlight around, is what I'm trying to say. Oh cool, we got an even 100 ability points. Can't use them right now anyway, but, you know, whatever, it is what it is. Nice to see the little guy is fully capable with magic.
They were laughing.
This is Sambraquagab. But why would the Empire...
We must find my father.
Yes, sir, you must. All right, so I think with the inevitable plot twist and the invasion and, you know, sense of urgency that we have here of having to get out of a burning castle, we will call it a video here, and next time we will continue as Joshua and see what the story brings us next. So, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos like these, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and until next time, thanks for watching.